Let's be real, we've all been there, staring at a page for hours, highlighter in hand, rereading the same sentence until it becomes ancient hieroglyphics. If studying feels like trying to hug a cloud, I've got some good news. You're about to learn how to never forget what you study. Whether you're a student prepping for exams, a lifelong learner, or just someone who is tired of forgetting what you just read 5 minutes ago, I've got your back. Today, I'm sharing 5 proven study techniques that are so good they make forgetting feel like a thing of the past. We're going to keep it fun and motivating because our brains love to laugh and learn simultaneously. And at the end of this video, you will understand why I said it is perfectly achievable. Let's dive in. The first technique is the SQ3R method. Study like a detective, not a zombie. SQ3R might sound like a rejected Transformer name, but it's actually your brain's secret weapon. Think of it as the James Bond of study strategies. Sleek, strategic, and way cooler than just staring at a book until the words blur. Here's the breakdown. S represents survey, Q represents question, and the 3 R's are read, recite, and review. Now let's dive deeper into each of them. 1. Survey. Before you start reading, take a bird's eye view. Flip through headings, subheadings, and summaries like you're scanning a crime scene. You're looking for clues, patterns, and anything that screams, "Hey, I'm important." 2. You need to turn those bold headings into juicy questions. What's the difference between meiosis and mitosis? Why does this graph look like it's judging me? Curiosity is rocket fuel for your memory. Ask weird, wild, or totally serious questions. 3. After conducting the survey and converting all the headings into engaging questions, you must start reading with intention. No skimming, no autopilot. Channel your inner nerd. 4. After you're done reading, close the book and say it back, like a dramatic monologue in a one-person Broadway show. Speak, summarize, flail your arms. The more you involve your body and voice, the stronger the memory sticks. 5. Review everything. At this point, you need to circle back and tie everything together. Fill in gaps, reread sticky spots, and recap. Trust me, this method makes studying interactive, energizing, and way less boring. Okay, listen to this fun fact. Statistics have shown that when viewers subscribe to a sound channel like mine, they prevent one YouTuber from having an existential crisis. Therefore, if you find value in this video, please hit the subscribe button to join our growing community. We appreciate your support. Thank you. The second technique is spaced repetition. Let's be honest, cramming is the academic version of eating 20 tacos in one sitting. You feel unstoppable until 2 a.m. hits, and then you'll start sweating Doritos. It's short term. It never works long term. Instead, try spaced repetition, a cool, calculated memory strategy that actually works in the long term. Here's how it goes. Instead of binge learning, you drip feed your brain the info over time. Learn it today, review it tomorrow, again in 3 days, then a week, then a month. It's like leaving a trail of memory breadcrumbs for your brain to follow back to the land of, "I actually remember this. Why does it work?" Because your brain is lazy. It wants to forget things it doesn't think you care about. But when you review something right before you're about to forget it, your brain goes, "Whoa, this again? Okay, fine, I'll remember it. Chill." So forget cramming. Seriously, forget it. The third technique is the Feynman technique. If you read a topic but can't simply explain it to a 5-year-old, you probably don't really understand it. That's not an insult, that's wisdom. Straight from Nobel Prize winning physicist Richard Feynman. The Feynman technique is all about breaking complex stuff down. Here's how it works. Step 1. Pick a concept or something you want to understand, such as black holes, supply and demand, or why your Wi-Fi only dies during Zoom meetings. Step 2. Explain it out loud in the simplest terms possible, like you're talking to a 5-year-old, your hungry dog, or your emotionally distant cat. Use simple words, no jargon, no hiding behind fancy lingo. Step 3. If you struggle with step 2, that's perfect. That's your brain saying we don't actually get this yet. Now go back, fill in the gaps, and try again. Step 4. Rinse and repeat steps 1 to 2. Each round, you'll sound less like a textbook and more like an actual genius. The beauty of this method lies in its ability to expose the difference between memorizing and understanding. Memorizing is parroting, understanding is knowing and being able to teach it, even if your audience is a teddy bear. The fourth technique is chunking. Your brain isn't a hard drive, it's more like a party DJ. It doesn't want to deal with long, boring playlists. It wants tight, catchy beats. So when you throw a massive wall of text at it, your brain basically says, nope, too long, didn't vibe. Chunking is the art of breaking things down into small, tasty pieces your brain can actually chew. Think about it. Why can you remember a phone number like 555-867-5309, but not your entire 6-paragraph bio notes? It's because it's chunked, and your brain loves that. Here's how to use it. 1. Break down big info into mini ideas. If you're trying to memorize a paragraph, slice it into sentence-sized chunks. Each one should stand on its own like a little knowledge nugget. 2. Group similar themes. For instance, if you want to study the causes of World War I, group the text by themes such as politics, alliances, and other related themes. 3. Make it weird. Make it stick. Turn the info into acronyms or silly sentences. Example: do you need to remember the planets? Instead of memorizing Mars, Venus, Earth, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, turn it to my very educated mother just served us nachos. Now visualize the chunks. Use bullet points, sticky notes, mind maps, whatever helps your brain to grasp the topic. Chunking is how your brain says, hey, I got this, instead of, what even is this? The fifth technique is simply teach to learn. Become the professor of your living room. This is the ultimate memory hack, and you don't need a classroom or a chalkboard. You just need a willing victim, preferably a human being or an unwilling one, like your cat or your hungry dog. Here's how it works. 1. Learn a topic. It doesn't have to be rocket science unless you're into that. 2. Pretend you're the expert, channel your inner professor, but ditch the tweed jacket and monotone voice. Be cool, be bold, be the teacher you wish you had. 3. Teach it out loud. Tell your roommate how the French Revolution was basically the original group chat meltdown. The more dramatic, the better. 4. Answer imaginary questions, like, what if gravity just took the day off? Make up metaphors, draw stick figures, and connect ideas like a TED Talk on espresso. This technique works because teaching forces your brain to retrieve, explain, and organize. You're not just passively absorbing information, you're repackaging it in your own words, which makes it stick like peanut butter on toast. And don't worry if your cat walks out in the middle of the lecture. That's just their way of saying, wow, that was so good I need to think about it alone. So there you have it. 5 proven and effective techniques to ensure your study sessions don't go in one ear and out the Netflix tab. Learning doesn't have to be boring, tedious, or painful. With the right strategies, you'll start retaining knowledge like a sponge that's been hitting the gym. So here's your next move. Try each of the techniques. Mix, match, experiment, and see the technique that works best. Your brain is ready. Give it the tools it deserves. If you've got a weird acronym that helped you pass a test, drop it in the comments. Now go forth and conquer your textbooks. And hey, if you found this helpful, why keep it to yourself? Subscribe for more game-changing insights, hit that like button like it owes you money, and share this with a friend who keeps saying they'll start tomorrow. Let's build a community of unstoppable learners. Now go out there and crush it. We believe in you. Thank you.